Hi, I'm Leon Poindexter, and we got out of the shipyard today. We're down here in Boston at the site of the Tea Party. This very day was the date of the Tea Party, and it took place right over there. This is the museum, and we have the barge, which is going to serve as the wharf, and this is where we're going to tie the ships up once they're done.
We're here today on site for the raising and the placement of the cupola.
On behalf of the entire Suffolk team and our CEO, John Fish, we want to thank you for this opportunity. It's historically significant, particularly as Sean mentioned, the 238th anniversary to the day of the event, which is very, very significant to this entire country. And obviously celebrating what, from a contractor's perspective, is a really important time in any construction process, which is the topping off ceremony.
Topping offs actually started with wood frame construction. We actually celebrate them quite ceremoniously now, typically with steel and so forth, and there's beams at the top of buildings and Christmas trees and so forth. So I think it's kind of interesting. They were kind of returning back to the roots. I think from our research, this dates back about 700 years.
We're also here today because what today is December 16th. It was 238 years ago today that the Tea Party happened in this body of water right behind me. 242 crates of tea went into Boston Harbor, and when this project is done, we have one of those tea crates from that event that's going to be housed in the museum that you see behind me for millions of people from all over the world to see.
Friends, brethren, countrymen, that worst of plagues, the detested tea, shipped for this port by the East India Company, is now arrived. The hour of destruction or manly opposition to the machinations of tyranny stares you in the face. Every friend to his country, to himself and to posterity, is now called upon to meet at Faneuil Hall at 9 o'clock this day, at which time the bells will ring, to make united and successful resistance to the last, worst, and most destructive measure of administration. Huzzah! Huzzah!
We're about 70% done with the building of the project right now, and we are on an extreme tight timeline. Now that the barge is in place and the first floor has been built, we're starting to build the second floor, and within 2 weeks, this barge behind me, the building's going to be done in about 2 to 3 weeks. So we're really down to the wire here. Yeah, the people that we had here today, we had Chris Belland, our CEO, up for the event. We also had his son and his wife were here. It was great to see them. But we also had a lot of potential sponsors in our grand opening on June 25th that were here to see that the project's for real, and I got to say, they were really quite impressed.
Okay, well, we're down here in Boston, but I feel like I need to get back up to Gloucester. We got a lot of work left to do on the ships, so we're headed back up there now.